We have to do that. This is how we start. It's our signature thing.
Because it's first thing in the morning. We've had our coffee and we're ready to go for their monthly
Welcome,
live stream.
Fempreneurs, episode 201, I think, of the Fempreneur podcast. And we are live to talk about mindset shifts, the necessary mindset shifts that Fempreneurs have to make in order to stay in business, in order to thrive and make money. So we see these kinds of things all the time. So what we want to do today is share with you some real live stories from Fempreneur land, from real human women like you who have made these shifts in their business. So we're going to get to that in a moment. First of all, let me introduce my amazing business partner, Vera. We run a mastermind together. She's an incredible fempreneur with a big heart for helping women entrepreneurs succeed. Vera, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Lindsay. I'm so happy to be here today with you live. So yeah, I work with women entrepreneurs. You and I work with women entrepreneurs, with fempreneurs, as we call them, to really help them make those mindset shifts that are going to grow their business, create more confidence. And you know me, I'm super passionate about supporting women. And I truly believe that when women are energized, when they know their purpose, when they're doing the things, even though it feels scary or hard or challenging, that they're really contributing so much positive impact and joy and happiness into the world. And we need more of that. So this is why I do what I do. This is why I love that we have a community of women entrepreneurs. This is why I love our mastermind so much, and why I love doing things like this too, because sometimes it feels like we're a little bit alone in our business, but we're not. We're all in it together, and we are so happy to share some stories today. So yeah.
Yeah, and a little bit about me. So Vera and I connected because I was running a business coaching business for women, and I was also running a community in Calgary for women entrepreneurs, and that's how Vera and I connected. And after working together for a couple of years, we decided to partner up this past year in 2025. And so we still have separate coaching businesses where we work with clients separately. We do some of our own stuff, but we have a business together as well. We run a community in Calgary where we get together once a month in person, stay connected throughout the month. We've got members mostly from Calgary. We've got a few from outside of the Calgary area. We also run a mastermind, which is for women anywhere in the world. We meet on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And that's where we give them a dose of marketing inspiration, a dose of business mindset oomph for the week. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about all of that today. So the necessary mindset shifts that we're going to touch on today, first of all, is that people will judge you when you share personal stories, or that you need to be uber professional on LinkedIn all the time. That's a shift we need to help you make. Another one is I can't charge more. People will think my prices are too high. We're going to help you fix that one too today. A lot of people are scared to be visible on social media. They have a fear around it. We're going to help you uncover what that is today. Hopefully, we're going to try to help you uncover what that is today so you can bust past it. And if we have time, because we have a call right after this, we have time, I want to get into the mindset that if you don't know what to do, you should do nothing, which is very much a corporate mindset. And sometimes it's the mindset that's been wired into us as children from our parents, who are kind of like, they're just like, don't do anything wrong ever, because doing things wrong is bad. We're going to help you fix that one too. So Vera, do you want to start with a story and talk about one of those?
Well, I do, and it actually relates to what you were just talking about, that, you know, one of my biggest mindset shifts right at the beginning of my business was that sharing about a failure or a time in my life where I failed, and I'm using failure in quotation marks, sharing a failure could be so successful and such a point of connection. And one of the very first things that I was able to do when I started my business was to be on a panel in front of about 100 women. And we were talking about job loss and how you get through that challenging time in your life, and when you're in transition, and what to do from that rejection. And really, it's such a big form of rejection. So I was sharing my story about how I got divorced. My husband told me he didn't love me anymore. He wanted to get a divorce. And shortly after that, I got fired from my job. So talk about a double whammy of rejection. And as I was telling the story in front of these 100 women, this voice in the back of my mind was saying, what a loser. These women are going to think you're such a failure, that you're such a loser. Like, I don't even know why you're sharing this story, but I just kept hearing the words coming out of my mouth. And then after the panel discussion, I had several women come up to me to thank me for sharing that story. And they said to me, I thought I was the only one that had gone through this. And I just began to realize that even though intellectually we know that we're not the only ones going through something really challenging, it feels like we're the only ones going through it. It feels very isolating and lonely, and we do feel like a failure. and we do feel like something's wrong with us. But the shift for me was, no, sharing my story of failure or being at rock bottom and going through something really challenging was such a point of connection. And it led me to meet so many incredible women and attract new clients into my business. And it just shifted how I thought about failure and sharing my personal story about that.
Okay, I love that. I love that. And yeah, and like the fact that Vera has this story and that she's lived that experience, and I'm about to share a similar story. That's really why we are so passionate about helping women push through that stuff sooner with more force than we did, because we didn't necessarily have, business coaches like Vera and myself helping us at that time when we were going through that. So that's why we want to make sure that everyone watching this who is a fempreneur or knows a fempreneur is aware that we have this mastermind on Tuesdays where we literally help you continue to rewire your brain. And when you're feeling like you're going back into old patterns or old mindsets, we pull you back really quickly. We don't let you fall behind. We're there to lovingly nudge you in the right direction. And we wish we would have had that back then. It would have saved us a lot of time, right, Vera?
Well, and I think that's such an important mindset shift too. Speaking of mindset shifts, Lindsay, is that we are programmed and conditioned to think that we need to do everything on our own and that asking for help is a weakness of some sort, which is really such bullshit, because none of us get through life on our own. We do need a support system and a support structure. And especially when you're an entrepreneur and a solopreneur doing things on your own, you need support. It takes a village. We definitely need help. And so asking for help is such a superpower. To your point, it helps you accelerate your goals. And so why wouldn't anyone do that? So if you're thinking about it, if you don't have a support system, reach out to us. We're happy to help and make suggestions on how we can support you, but don't do it alone. Don't stay stuck. It's such a key success strategy to ask for help.
Yeah, and we don't have time to do this today. And obviously we can't do this unless we're with you, in person or talking specifically to you. But we like to help you figure out where a lot of these mindsets or sort of programs are coming from. And we really help you drill down and figure that out, because that's really helpful in banishing them and in calling them out when they pop back up. So if that's something you want to do, join the mastermind. We're going to help you do that. Okay.
So share your story, Lindsay. What was your big mindset shift, or big mindset shift for you?
Yeah, my big mindset shift was actually working with my business coach, who was helpful for me in like 90% of the ways and helped me so much. But he did not like some of the stuff I was posting on LinkedIn. He was like, no, LinkedIn is professional only. I don't know what you're doing. Don't show up in your bikini top and your tube top on LinkedIn. Like, no. And I was like, listen, old man, I appreciate your wisdom. You've been very helpful to me, but this is where we're parting ways. Because I felt like, because I didn't really abide by, I don't really come from the corporate world. Like I kind of had a bit of a corporate stint, but for the most part, I've been an entrepreneur most of my adult life. But I didn't really buy into that whole, like, if I don't know what to do, I'll do nothing thing. Or if I don't know what to do, I'll go and get a bunch of people to confirm that I should do it before I do it. I didn't really do that. So even though I invested in the help and the coach and stuff, I was writing a book. So I think this is where the clarity for me for social media comes from. And this is why I'm so passionate about helping women write books, is because through writing that book, I figured out who I am, what my voice is, what my message is, who I'm talking to, why it matters. And I just wanted to get out there on social media and talk about it. And I wanted to do it in a real and authentic way, because I know I wasn't attracted to videos where women were wearing like 5 pounds of makeup and looked like all perfect, like they were on Fox News. Like I wasn't watching those videos because I was like, ugh, fake. So I was just being real. So I chose not to take my business coach's advice on that one thing. And I was like, I'm going to do what I think is right here. And boy, oh boy, did that authentic, real and raw video that I was putting out on social media, did that ever attract the right people? It was amazing. So that's my story.
Well, and I love that, because we have had several clients that have said that to us, right? Like, is this professional enough for LinkedIn? And the reality is, obviously, you're not going to be doing anything inappropriate, but professional, we've been conditioned to think means a certain thing. But really, what actually attracts, like to your point, Lindsay, is that authenticity, is that genuine curiosity, and really sharing your stories and your experiences in a really authentic way. And we've had many clients that have asked, oh, I can put my dog on LinkedIn, or I can talk about my social life on LinkedIn, or I can talk about what I did on vacation, or I can show me working from the beach on my laptop. on LinkedIn? And the answer is like 100% yes, because that really connects with people. And we've seen clients, get coffee meetings, coffee chats, discovery calls, and ultimately clients out of those connections that they're making on LinkedIn. So it's such a powerful thing to just like just discount what professional, what you've been programmed to believe that is, and just put yourself out there in a really authentic way. So yeah, so that's a really big mindset shift, is you don't need to be professional on LinkedIn. You can show up exactly as who you are, and you'll attract the right people into your life for sure.
Yeah, so that really, illustrates, the mindset shift that we promised we would talk about today is that I'm scared to be seen or visible on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So even just telling yourself that and saying those words to yourself, you've got to stop that. You've got to stop saying that you're scared to do anything. Instead, you've got to say, I'm excited to show up on social media because that's how my ideal clients are going to find.
Mm-hmm.
You have to maybe lie to yourself until you believe it. It's called fake it till you make it for a reason. It works. It totally works, right, Vera?
Well, it does work because really it's not about faking necessarily. It's about stepping into the version that's already inside of you and acknowledging that and embracing that leader in you. And that's the thing, like as business owners, as entrepreneurs, we need to be leaders in our business and in our life. And so that woman's already in there. That woman who isn't scared to be visible, who's confident, who's attracting the dream clients all the time, she's already in there. So it's deciding I'm going to step into being that person now, even though I feel scared. And even though there's that doubt and then imposter syndrome and all that other BS that comes up for you, it's like saying to yourself 100%, you need to brainwash yourself to say, no, I am confident. I am excited. Somebody does need to hear my message today. I do know what I'm talking about. And we are the only ones that can do that to ourselves. Like as coaches, we're constantly saying that to our clients. Like, we believe in you. You're awesome. You're confident. You can do it. But at the end of the day, you need to say that to yourself as well. So coming up with some strategy to just tell yourself, I'm awesome, I'm amazing. Look at all the people that I'm helping, and just go out there. And that's the only way to kind of like move through that fear, is to tell yourself that the opposite is, I have courage, right? I am excited. And I think that can be really a powerful way to move through that fear and that anxiety.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's talk about pricing and the mindset shift around pricing. What do you want to say about that, Vera?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is what we've been working with our clients on, like for the last, forever, but really specifically the last few weeks, right? This is what are we hearing? People won't pay me for that, right? People are going to think that's too expensive. I'm not worth it. Like, I don't have enough experience or credentials, or someone else is doing it better than me. And it's so powerful, that negative talk, or that propensity to go towards what people won't do. But we've seen it time and time again. Every time people raise their prices, every time our clients say, I'm going to charge more, I'm going to charge what I'm worth, all of a sudden, like, people are paying it, because if you can elevate yourself above that transactional piece, like, it's not a transaction. You're transforming people's lives. You're creating so much value. So the shift is getting away from, oh, I'm charging this much per hour, or people can't afford this, to I'm really transforming people's lives, and I'm creating so much value for them. And I'm helping them sleep at night. I'm helping them feel confident. I'm helping them, whatever it is that you're helping them with. But it's more than just a transaction. It's really that transformation. And you can't really put a price tag on peace of mind or feeling confident, right? So people will pay.
Yeah, speaking of people will pay, ladies, if you want to go to Mexico and write it off, come with us in February 2027 to Todos Santos, this beautiful beachfront villa that we've rented exclusively for our fempreneurs. There's like 5 spots left, and we want you to be one of them if you want to dive into your business and also dive into the pool every day, and then walk on the beach, and then sip a margarita, and then rinse and repeat every day, and just have an amazing time and really come away with clarity in your business, with absolute like energy and clear action steps, all of that, while just like hanging out with an awesome girl gang in Mexico. Check it out. We'd love to have you there. And the thing is, right, like, we know women have money for the things that they want to do. Everyone has money for the things they want to do. They find the money, right? Whether we need to create an amazing big new offer with a big price tag on it in our business to make that money, or whatever we need to do. The money is out there. The money is everywhere. And I think this is what I want to leave Fempreneurs with about the money thing today, is you get to decide what kind of money people have all around you. Because the thing is, you're never going to know for sure. You're never going to get to see their financial situation. You're never going to know if they have $1 million inheritance that is sitting in, a high interest savings account that they're not touching. And then they're coming to a discovery call with you and telling you they can't afford it. So just assume everybody has a wallet full of cash, millions of dollars, and they want what you have. They want the transformation you have. Assume that, price yourself accordingly. And if you need help with all of this and you actually do need like serious brainwashing in a good way from Vera and I, then join the mastermind.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's no better way to shift your mindset than by investing in yourself and doing something that you truly desire and that you truly love. So whether it's buying yourself some fresh flowers for your office every single week and just doing it because it brings you joy, or saying, yes, I'm coming to Mexico for the retreat because I want to hang out somewhere beautiful and get grounded and get re-inspired and get reconnected to my intuition and other women and my business goals and all that. Like, there's just no better way to shift around your energy and your mindset than doing that, doing something truly for yourself. So
yes,
let's do it together, ladies. We're here to support you. We'd love to see you in the mastermind. We definitely want to see you in Mexico, and we definitely want to see you here next month at the end of September. We're going to be talking about, we're not sure yet. We're going to decide.
We're going to be talking about, we're not sure yet, but we're going to be here because that's how we roll. We're going to figure it out.
That's right. That's right, Lindsay.
That's right, Vera.
Cheers, everybody. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.